Welcome to week two. This is probably the busiest week of the whole quarter, so you will really want to get started early. Let's take a look at what to expect here this week. I'll get out of the way. In the content here, you can see that there's only two sections we're talking about, but there's a lot of stuff, particularly in section 6.2. This is the basis of everything we're going to do this quarter. We're going to define the trig functions, sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent, secant, cosecant, and then work with those definitions. And the whole rest of the quarter is based on those definitions. So it is imperative that you learn them and learn them well. I have some exercises, some things for you to do to help you learn them. In section 6.2 here, there's an introduction to triangles, the right triangle definitions. These each have, some videos to watch and some problems sets to work on. But anyway, there's some practice problems, but of great importance to me, and I think to you in your learning, there is the triangle assignment. This is what's considered the first of the two projects this quarter. Okay, so at some point you need to do the triangle assignment. The due date on the triangle assignment looks kind of funny. It's the day of the final, right? I want you to do it now. In fact, do it as early as possible as you can get to it this week. I'm going to ask in the discussion at the end, the discussion this week, for you to write down the things that you noticed as you're doing the triangle assignment. It's not hard. It's just a little bit long. It's not too long, but you'll see. It's designed to help you learn those trig definitions. There's 6 functions: sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent, secant, cosecant, right? And you need to be able to just look at a triangle and know what two sides to use and what fraction to make in order to do each of those. And it's not hard. It's very easy to do. It just takes a little bit of time. Do those. You will notice patterns. You will do things to help you speed yourself up. And I want you to note what those patterns are. Tell me what those patterns are in the discussion. As you see these patterns, it'll turn out you will be discovering trig identities. This is the basis of everything we do this quarter. So please do it, and do it now. There'll be 1 or 2 people who won't do it now, but it's still important enough for that. I want them to do it at some point during the quarter, which is why the due date is so late. But do it now, this week. The triangle assignment, right? It's the first of the two projects for this quarter. There's just a bunch of stuff in section 6.2 to do, and then we're also going to do section 6.3, which is an extension of what we do in 6.2. This 6.2 is all based on sine, cosine, tangent, the trig functions of small angles, and in 6.3 we extend it to bigger angles. So anyway, as I said, this is a busy week. It is probably the busiest of the weeks all quarter. So get started early, ask your questions early, and we get a good foundation and be able to settle down for the rest of the quarter here. So post your questions in the discussions. We'll talk to you there.